Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Evans now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the first. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Bears nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 42. to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A play fake. Now Levis to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Toss play to Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Levis. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll run for it with Barkley. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go play action. Here's Levis. Pass cut by Smythe. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hold on, like 90. There's what? 23 window, 23 window.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, a run with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Vikings take a 20-zip lead. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Go.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn good play.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Ryan Branch has it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40.
First down, Vikings.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Vikings with 2nd and 6. From the gun, Levis. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down, ball at the 36. Motioning the tight end now. They give to Barkley, left side. Along this sideline inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They go to Barkley again. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Levis to the air now. Escapes the pocket. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
28. Bears nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose.
The Bears take over.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That'll be complete to Jacob. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. Dumped off to his running back. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Juke the defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
He's back to throw. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. On the move, headed right. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd and long for him here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Herbert throwing on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's 2nd and 5. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Like 54, like...
Levis. That's caught for the 1st. And no, he's caught before he can reach the end zone, Brock. They got him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Barkley. Take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead.
Bears nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Route.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's good.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Run. Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 48. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Josh Jacobs.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there. You're netting some positive yards.
And he goes out a little short of the 40. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
It's Herbert once more. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On third down, Herbert flushed out of the pocket. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Stuck at the line, and now it'll be second and 10.
Brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Levis now off the play fake. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running left, this is Barkley. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
29 down, 22 Rita, like 0. Troy.
The play fake, now Levis to throw. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
No. 40 Rita.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
second down. Here's Barkley. Big gap up the middle. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings continue adding on to that lead.
Here's nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw, Herbert. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Herbert on first down. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Bob.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tack on 7 more to their lead.
49. Bears 8. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
Return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Go. Black 80.
Throwing now, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. And quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert now. him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a...
No, they get him yet again. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Vikings have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Now pitch it to Barkley. Jukes one defender, and he'll get it up to the 44. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings looking like they'll start this season with a win. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
When he only gets a couple yards, they are well short. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.